I guess we're just gonna have to crack this open and try it. Yo, what's going on, guys? So welcome to a New England Brew With You. In this series, we're really just hunting down the best beers here in New England. So something new in the studio is I got myself a mini fridge. Something that I find that's cool that I want to put on this series. I'm just going to keep it in there. I put in a couple beers in there, so let's just pick one out and try it. We're going to go with this one, Hazy IPA by Sons Brewing. It's called Doobious. This brewery is out of Derby, Connecticut. It says badass beer for good ass people. So yeah, so this is a New England IPA checking in at 7.2%. Pretty cool logo on here. I like that. It's pretty hazy, just like a New England IPA should be. It looks really good. Bottoms up. Okay. I mean, definitely a lot of citrus. That's for sure. A lot of citrus. It's refreshing. It's definitely refreshing. It's smooth. It's a little hoppy actually for a New England IPA. I feel like that's why I kind of am staying away from some New England IPAs nowadays, because I feel like they're taking away the hoppiness of the IPAs that I like. The reason why I got into IPAs. Granted, there are some New England IPAs out there that are really good, but yeah, this still has a pretty good hoppiness to it. It's not bitter though. Definitely citrusy though. It's definitely citrusy. I want to say that there's pineapple in this. So it says on Untapped, it says that it's danked out with notes of citrus, pine, cherry, and sweet orange goodness. Dry hopped with Citra, Mosaic, and Idaho 7. Truly a haze of sticky, resinous glory. Yeah. It really is a smooth, refreshing beer. This is great for the summertime. Like, get home from work, start the barbecue, pour a glass of this. I mean, you're gonna be happy. Not the best New England IPA I've had, but certainly not the worst. Yeah, it's tasting pretty good right now. So I want to talk about like Sons Brewing, and I'm not trying to knock them, but I have not had this beer before, which is surprising because I'm pretty sure that this is like their flagship beer, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. But I went to the brewery one time with my friend, and we didn't really stay there that long. The brewery was nice, it was cool. They had food trucks, they had cornhole and everything. It was nice. Really busy. I remember it being really busy, and that's kind of where I'm going to get to. So I have this like really nice stainless steel CO2 pressurized growler. I'll probably show it on the series here someday when I get something filled from a brewery or whatnot. But anyways, it's just a 1 gallon, 128 ounce stainless steel CO2 growler, and it's nice because like I don't usually like to get glass growlers because you get this glass growler and you got to drink it within a couple days or the beer goes bad. So the new growler that I have just keeps the beer fresh for up to a month, they say, and it does. I haven't had it exactly to a month, but like 3 weeks, and the beer was just still fresh. It didn't lose any of its carbonation. Anyways, long story short, I bring this growler to their establishment where most breweries you go to, they have no problem filling it up, you know, and it wasn't because it was a special growler why he wouldn't fill it up. He wouldn't have filled up a growler even if I brought a normal glass growler, and the guy was kind of like a douchebag about it. I was like, hey man, like, you think I can get this filled up? And he responds with, are you serious? Look at it in here. Look at this place. Look how many people there are. You think I could fill up your growler? And I was like, whoa, okay, like, I'm sorry. I'm sitting at the bar, I've had a couple beers, I liked one of their beers, and I wanted to get my growler filled, and I just kind of felt like that was a douchebag thing. Especially like with me having a 1 gallon growler, most breweries don't do 128 ounces, they do 64 ounces. So for me, I'm actually going to be paying more because what most places do is, yes, they give you a discount on the more beer you buy, but after 64 ounces, since mine's 128, which is double the amount, they charge me 2 64 ounces. So for me to get a gallon of beer ends up usually being, in Connecticut, it usually ends up being like 46, 48, low 50s, say $50 for a growler. That's pretty expensive for a gallon of beer. It's like I'm trying to give this guy my business. I'm willing to pay for 2 64-ounce growlers to get this filled. And it's like he just responds in a really rude way. Like I was kind of just put back. I'm like, whoa, like I'm a customer. I like your beer, and all I asked was, hey, can I get my growler filled? And he responds like that, like, oh yeah, I see that you're busy. It looks like you guys are doing really well. Why does that stop me from getting a growler filled? Like, I'm sorry. So yeah, it was just, will I go back there again? Yeah, I'll give them another try. I mean, hey, I supported them and bought this beer, which it is pretty good, guys. It's a good beer. Putting their customer service off to the side and how they treated me when I was there, not being biased because of that. That's the whole point. I'm not gonna say this beer is shit because I had a bad experience there. No, this beer is pretty good. It's a good beer, but it's not in the 4 category, so. Not in the 4 category. So, for those of you who don't know, and you guys should probably know, I rate my beers by Untapped, which goes by 0.25. So, anything in the 3s, if I put anything in the 3s, it's a beer that I think is good. It's a good beer. It's slightly above average, and it's a beer that I would recommend people to try. So that's what this beer is. It's not spectacular, but it's a good beer. It's refreshing. It's smooth. You gotta understand, I'm a beer critic, guys. I'm a beer critic. So anything in the 4s is like, you must try it. It's phenomenal. Anything in the 3s is, hey, I recommend it. It's a good beer. If someone were to be like, hey, Bad Sons Doobious, how is it? I'm like, oh, dude, it's a good beer. You should try it. That's what anything in the 3s are. So starting at 3 is kind of like, yeah, try it. It's pretty good. And then 3.75 is like, dude, yeah, man, try it. It's a really good beer. Anything in the 4s, I'm gonna go on and go on and go on about that beer and why I think it's so good. So let's put this down the hatch and rate it. There it is. I like this glass, by the way. So I like I'll show you. I got it chilled. I love these style glasses, but the problem that I have with it is they never fit a full 16. Now this style glass is cool in the way that the IPA flows how it's supposed to. IPAs, especially New England IPAs, unfiltered, they're supposed to, when they flow down the glass, they're supposed to swirl, because that's if you have any hop residues or yeast residues, it's supposed to kind of self-mix so you get all that flavor in your mouth. This glass, even though I like this style better, like looks wise and it's comfortable in the hand, this glass right here is probably more designed for IPAs than this one. This, when you have a little bit in there and you pour down, you can see down this, it goes like that, and it really just creates like an undertow and it mixes everything up beautifully. This is a really, really nice glass. And what's really nice is this is 19 ounces. It fits 16 ounces, no problem. And you want a little bit more than 16 ounce glasses too, because you can get a 16 ounce glass, but you're still gonna have an overflow problem because it's 16 ounces of fluid, but when you create like, the head of your beer, you get like a little bit of foam, and that's more than 16 ounces. So this is really nice because it fits a 16 ounce beer perfectly. It's 16 ounces. to here, it gives you enough room for the head of the beer, and this is a really good glass. I love it. It's becoming like one of my new favorites. All right, so let's rate this beer. Good beer. I'd recommend anybody to buy it. It's your typical New England hazy IPA. It's citrusy, it's slightly hoppy, it's got a good finish, it's smooth, it's not bitter. It's a good beer. It really is. It's not in the 4 category, but it's not in the lower 3s either. I'm stuck between 3.5 or 3.75. I'm gonna go with a 3.5. That's the rating of this beer on New England Brew With You. 3.5, untapped rating. Bad Sons Brewing. Doobious Hazy New England IPA. And it's a wrap. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Turn the bell on. I drop a beer review every Friday, and then on the weekends I also have a what I call Saturday vlog. Anything that I do activities on the weekend is my Saturday vlog. So, but if you came here for this video for the beer, every Friday 7:00 p.m. there is a beer review. Sometimes I'll have friends on here. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Peace.